beauties. So today I'm going to film a fall tutorial. So this is going to be using reds, oranges. I got my fall sweater on. It's finally October, so let's get going. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to list any prices for these products, but if you are interested in anything, you can visit that website in my description, or feel free to send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, email, whatever. I'm everywhere, so send me a message, comment below, do your thing. So anyways, the first product I'm going to use is the Farmasi Lip Conditioner, and this is used to kind of like a chapstick. I use it so that my foundation and everything doesn't stick to my lips, and it's also used as a primer for lip gloss or lipstick, whatever you use. So I'm just going to apply that, and it is pretty moisturizing. Next, I'm going to use my VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer, and this is going to fill in pores, reflect any light, and also help your makeup stay longer. So this is a must. Primer is always a beauty must. And you only need a small amount, so don't load that up. You're just going to waste your product. So let's move on to my CC cream. So I'm using the light to medium CC cream. I'm still in between my summer and my fall skin, so I'm not as pale as I can get. So I'm gonna try to push with this a little bit longer. So I'm just going to take my makeup sponge right here, and I'm just gonna put a little amount. I don't put as much as I would for foundation. And what the CC cream is gonna do is just add some extra coverage. It tones out your skin, so it kind of gets rid of that redness, covers up any dark spots, stuff like that. So, and you can also wear it as a foundation if you don't want something full coverage. I don't know if you can hear that, but my brother just started playing piano really loud downstairs. So I apologize. So next I'm going to use the VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation. This is color Vanilla number 1. This is also too dark for my skin right now. I'm kind of like still in between my foundations. I actually had a darker one that I was using when I first started this summer, so I'm getting there. I'm getting to my ghostly skin. But anyways, I'm going to do basically like 1 squirt per half face. If that makes any sense. So I'm just going to get that on there, and this does work just like the primer. It's going to reflect any light, and it's full coverage, so it's one of my faves. So now that I have my base on, I'm gonna move right into eyeshadow. Before I do that, I'm just gonna go over my brushes. I'm gonna be using this eyeshadow brush, and then also one of these brushes from the light pink set. So these are all the brushes that come in the light pink set right here. So there's a chisel brush, a small, medium flat brush, a medium round brush, and a small round brush. And it comes in this really cute travel case. So look into that. It's one of my favorites as well. These are new, so I'm loving them. So I'm going to be using an eyeshadow primer, and then red glaze and orange pop. Forgot the name of that one. So let's get going. First, I'm going to take my small flat brush, that eyeshadow brush, and the primer, and I'm just going to do a very light coat on my lid and under the lower lash line. And a little goes a long way. So don't put too much on your brush, or else it's gonna lighten your eyeshadow a little too much. Unless you like it like that, then go ahead. Next, I'm gonna use my small round brush, and I'm gonna go back to my primer and do the crease. And like I said, don't put too much on your brush. So before I move into my orange pop, I'm just going to take one of my Be Fit wipes, face and body wipes, and clean off my brush. We do have makeup wipes that we sell, but I forgot them at my fiance's house for the second day in a row, so I'm just gonna use this. All right, so now that that's clean, I'm going to do the orange pop and cover the lid and the lower lash lines. So next I'm going to move into my red glaze. Again, I'm going to clean my brush just because I want to mix those colors. And I'm going to do the outer 3/4 of the crease, and I'm also going to blend it into my lid and blend up towards the brow. Since the primer does lighten the creamy eyeshadows a little bit, I'm just going to do a second coat of that red glaze because I do want the creases a little bit darker just to give that contour. I'm going to go back to my small flat brush and I'm just going to clean that off really quick. And using my red glaze, I'm going to do the outer 3/4 of the lower lash line. I'm going to use that same brush, clean it off one more time, and go back to the orange pop, and I'm going to blend the inside of the lower lash line. Now going back to the small round brush, cleaning that one off one more time, I'm going to go use that same orange pop and blend the inside of the creases. So here's a close-up of the finished eyeshadow. I am going to blend it, however, like I always do. The creamy eyeshadows don't blend as much as the powder eyeshadows, so just keep that in mind. Don't try to blend it too much or else you'll just end up smudging it. But anyways, I'm going to use my full coverage concealer stick. This is in color Light Ivory. You want to make sure you always go lighter with your concealer because it's used not only to cover scarring and blemishes and stuff like that, but to highlight the skin. So you're going to put that right where you want the light to reflect off of. So I'm going to do the chin, right under the eyes, cover up those dark circles, lighten up the eyes a little bit. By the way, this concealer feels so nice on my skin. It literally feels like, goes on like butter. Like it's really, really nice. And then I'm gonna do the bridge of the nose, highlight that a little bit. The center of the forehead, the brow bones, and just a little bit, not too much. And then I like to do around the mouth just because I feel like it kind of dials back my mouth lines and it doesn't crease as much. So that part's optional, but feel free to go ahead and do the same thing. All right, so time to blend. So here's a close-up of the eyeshadow all blended. It definitely looks a lot lighter, which I like. I don't like things being too bold, but if you do want to keep it bold, just don't blend as much. So my next product is the Farmasi Deep Look Eyeliner. I almost said Deep Look Dip Liner. That is another one we have. That's a felt tip. This is more of like a brush. We also have some new eyeliners that just came out, so tune into my next Farmasi video and I'm gonna show you how to use that. But for now, we're gonna use our brush. And bear with me because I always mess up my eyeliner and have to fix it 10,000 times because, I'm not gonna lie, eyeliner is pretty difficult. But we're gonna do it today. Let's get into it. So I usually pull my lid like this, and don't worry if you make any finger marks, we'll fix that after. And I'm just gonna start by doing the lash line, and then I'll start going out to make my wing. So now that I got my eyeliner on without the wings, I'm going to next do my wings. But before I go on, I just want to say it's not going to be perfect. Don't worry about it. Once you put your mascara on, no one will even notice. It's all an illusion, so don't stress. So I'm going to pull out again, and I'm just going to do a little flick pointing towards the end of my eyebrow, just so I can keep them both even. Just gonna do a little tiny flick. And then from there, I'm just going to fill it in. So personally, I like little wings. I don't, like I said before, I don't like anything super extreme. So here's what my wings look like. Like I said, they don't need to be perfect. The mascara will cover it like an illusion. But if you do want larger wings, I suggest starting out small and then build on them, because you can really mess it up and then there's no going back. So, pro tip. But anyways, I do have some finger marks on my skin since I didn't set my makeup yet. So I'm just gonna take my makeup sponge and dab it up. Like new. Since we're doing more of an extreme look with the eyeliner, bold colors, blah blah blah, I'm going to use my Extreme Curl Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras that we do have. Zen is also a really good one, but it's more of a natural look. So if you want something a little bit bigger and curlier, I definitely suggest this one right here. So I just got the lid of my finger. I will deal with that off camera. But anyways, let's do the mascara. Before I go into the second coat, I just wanted to show you what it looks like with only one. A lot of the times I only do one coat because I don't want anything crazy, but we are going for more of an extreme look today, so I'm going to go into that second coat. So here's what it looks like with two coats. Looks nice and fluttery, like a butterfly. So, moving on. Next, we're gonna dress up our brows a little bit. So I'm using the Brow Design Mascara, and this is color light brown. You never wanna go too dark with your brows because you'll look like a crazy person. Take it from me, I did it in high school and got made fun of, so don't do that. But I'm just going to shape them a little bit and give them a little bit more color just so they pop out, define the eyes a little bit. So sometimes when I do my brows, they do get a little bit more color than I want them to, like right now. So a quick fix is take that sponge and just dab it out. So to add a little bit of color to the face and stick with our reds and oranges, I'm going to use my medium brush from that light pink set and my blush. And this is Tender Blush on, it doesn't say. I will get back to you on that one. So I figured it out, Rose Jam. So don't forget, Rose Jam. So I'm gonna use that brush and I'm just going to, if you have circular cheeks like me, I kind of like to go in between this right here and my cheekbone to a line right here and then do a little circle right on the cheek. You can add bronzer as well if you would like, but I'm going to keep this a little bit more simplified for the sake of time, and I don't want to have too many colors on my face because then I just don't look as natural. So to blend my blush, I'm just going to grab that sponge and give it a go. Before I move on, I'm going to backtrack a little bit because I did forget to use my translucent finishing powder. So I'm going to use my two-sided facial brush for that, use the larger side, and I'm going to do under the eyes to create a matte effect, kind of get rid of those dark circles, prevents creases, stuff like that. And then I'm also going to put it in areas that get very oily. So I'm going to do the chin, and this will help absorb that oil throughout the day. And I'm going to do around my nose and mouth. And then the middle of the forehead. And you can use this on your whole face to set your makeup, but I like to use the combination of the powder and the spray. So I'll get to that a little later. Next, I'm going to use my terracotta highlighting powder. I believe that's what it's called, yes. And this is what it looks like. It's extremely shimmery. This is my favorite highlighter we have. It is a little bit pricey, but I promise you it's worth it. And it's very big, so you get a lot of product with this one. So I'm gonna use my small flat brush, that eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna do the insides of the eyes. And then right under the cheekbones, under the eyebrows on the brow bone. Haven't got there yet. And you don't need to use a lot of this because it is very, very pigmented. And then we're gonna do the bridge of the nose. And then the Cupid's bow. So I know this looks very extreme. Don't freak out, we're gonna blend like always, so hang in there. Before I'm done with my highlighter, I'm going to use my small oval brush. I love this. This is one of our new brushes as well. Go back to that highlighter, and I'm going to do the cheekbones. So now that I got all my highlighter on there, as you can see, it's very extreme, so we're going to blend. So here's a close-up just so you can see the difference. I know it's hard to see with my lighting, but it's still there. It's just not as extreme and just gives your face a little bit more glow. So if this frame looks a little bit different, it's just because I turned off my candle and my light back there. I didn't realize it was causing a glare until right now, so I apologize. I don't know how long it was doing that, but let's get into lips. So I'm going to start with my lip plumper, and this is going to work with that lip conditioner as a primer, and it's also going to give it more of a gloss look. And also plump your lips, obviously. Next, I'm going to use my liquid matte lipstick, and this is color Red Love number 5. Don't mind all this residue from the sticker. I guess Farmacy's working on that. I don't know why their stickers are so sticky, but anyways, let's get that lipstick on. And this is a very extreme red. If you watched my 4th of July video, it's the same lipstick, so you know how intense it is. So here is a close-up of the lipstick. I know it is very bold. We have tons of lipstick colors. If you don't like a bold color like this one, feel free to order something else. We also have lip glosses, which I really like to use like every day because it's more of a natural look and it kind of just moisturizes your lips and gives them more of a pop with a little bit of sparkle. Depending on which one you get. I like the sparkle ones because obviously if you watch my videos, you know I love sparkly things, glittery things, you know. So anyways, I'm going to set my makeup using my Time Locker Fixer Spray. I hope you enjoyed my fall tutorial, and I hope you're as excited as I am for fall because it's already October. This quarantine has just flew by. I cannot even believe it. But anyways, if you are interested in any of the Farmasi products I showed today, feel free to check out the website in my description, send me a message. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, comment below, whatever you gotta do to get your question out there. I will answer it. So keep staying safe. Like and subscribe, don't forget, and have a good one.